Welcome back. We're glad you're here with us today. Today, we are going to talk about why do you need confidence to be a good leader?
If you're having a lack of confidence with your leaders and with your group, with your team, it's going to show up as lack of productivity and effectiveness. Stick around. We're going to be telling you the 3 attributes that will raise your confidence with your team.
And let's face it, if we ask anybody why you need confidence to be a good leader, the answer is going to be duh. It's a given that you need confidence to be a good leader, but very few people start into leadership with full confidence. And so what we want to share with you in these attributes is things that you can do that will make you not only portray yourself as a leader, but build that confidence within you as you become a confident leader. But as you incorporate these attributes, you will immediately be perceived as a confident leader.
Stick with us till the end. We want to give you our free gift, and we would love to be able to share that with you. So stick with us. Attribute number 1, confident leaders are happy and positive.
So regardless of what we're feeling on the inside, if we can be happy and be positive and portray positivity in what we do, we are confident. We immediately, it's just a switch, a step into it. It's hard to say, I'm not confident, now I am confident. But if you can say, you know what, I'm happy and I'm positive, regardless of what's going on, put a positive spin on it. Find what's working, not what isn't working. And as you do that, you are a more confident leader.
And if you're having a problem with being happy, find some music, find a way that actually helps you shift and get into that so that you are more confident.
Take your happy place with you wherever you go and pull it out when you need it.
Nobody wants a grumpy leader. Nobody wants someone who's always negative, dragging their garbage and their junk with them. Everybody would rather be with the life of the party, with the person that's happy, that's jovial, that's being connected and involved. They don't want the person to be really shy and quiet and not involved. And when we're happy and we're positive, we are moving forward. We take action to be the first one to build up a conversation or ask a good question. Those things will show up, and it shows up as confidence in you.
So I'd like to invite you now to, in the comments below, go ahead and share with us a time when you had a leader that was not happy and positive, that on the contrary, how it affected you when this person is always negative and grumpy and nothing could be done right. It's leadership from the negative aspect. You're never good enough, you can never do enough. And how did that affect how much you wanted to engage and contribute to the organization? Conversely, go ahead and share when you've had a fantastic leader that was just everything. Yes, we can do that. And they were happy and they always portrayed that. We'd love to hear what you have to say, and we will respond to your comments.
Attribute number 2, confident leaders are calm in the times of difficulty. I want you to think about that. When difficulty shows up, is the leader that's over you calm or get super uptight, stressed out? Think about this past year with the pandemic. If there was ever a time for a leader to be stressed out and a little off their game, it was this last year. Is your leadership to where you're calm in the middle of difficulty? Because when you can be calm, you're able to lead. You're able to help others follow. It shows that you have confidence when you can be calm and you can still lead. You're more influential when you can be calm in the middle of a difficulty and say, okay, well, what are the next steps? What could we do differently? How could we fix this? How could we go back and retract that comment, or what do we need to say instead? Like, it doesn't matter what the situation is. When the difficulty arises, you need to be calm and go at it with an attitude that you can make a difference.
So when it comes to being calm in leadership situations, let's look at the birds. And let's consider Chicken Little. I don't know that anyone ever thought of Chicken Little as a leader because something fell on her head and she ran around in circles screaming, the sky is falling. I'll bet you've had a leader that has done, he's like, oh yeah, that was Chicken Little right there. Let's look to a bird of a different feather. And have you ever watched geese migrating? There's always one that is out in front. It's pushing the hardest air current. The others are drafting just a little bit. But that goose in the lead portrays confidence. Have you ever watched a flock of geese zigzagging through the sky. They don't do that. They set a course and they go for it. When it's time to land, they'll circle around, make a circle, and then land. It's clear and concise. Yeah, the people in that flock of geese know what they can expect from the head goose. Okay? And therefore they follow. So you want to be more like that leading the migration. Set a course and let them know that they can count on you, that you're not wandering around figuring out what you're going to do next. There's a confident leader, is the lead goose.
And they're calm. They know where they're headed, even during difficulty. And even when there is a storm, the birds will still flock the same way. Before we get to our third point, we want you to subscribe. This channel with National Speakers Association Mountain West Chapter is phenomenal, and there is speakers that I love dearly. They are family to me, but they are some of the best legendary speakers you will ever hear. And I would like to invite you to subscribe. Right here below, subscribe, hit that button so that every weekday we have a new video that launches, and we'd love to have you be part of it and get all this content, because every speaker is putting out great content. So join us and subscribe below.
So the third attribute to being a confident leader is knowing that and portraying. Confident leaders are easier to trust. Everyone can trust a leader that has a clear and concise direction and goal and communicates well, and the people know what they can expect from this leader and they can trust and follow them. As you portray that confidence, it just makes all the difference in the world. If there's no confidence in a leader, nobody will follow where you're trying to take them.
We had a wonderful example this past year. I stepped in as president of National Speakers Association Mountain West Chapter, and the chair of our organization, which is the position of like the president, but National Speakers Association national chair was Barry Banther. And if there was ever a time that we needed to trust our leader and have confidence that we could trust in that person, it was this past year. He was calm. He knew what he was talking about. He was influential and he was knowledgeable, but he also was trustworthy. He could be trusted, and we knew we were in good hands. During this last pandemic, almost all of our speaking calendars were cleared because we couldn't have gatherings. That rolled into a whole year of us making our own studios and having 3 camera shoots and doing all things differently. And yet he was such a good leader. You know, we talk about the bird, the one person, that one bird that's out in front. That was Barry Banther, and he led all of the speaking industry with National Speakers Association and gave us ideas, ways to make things work, and led with that calm attitude as well as being happy and got us through some really difficult times. When your confidence shows, you can be more trustworthy and people will follow. You will be influential.
Absolutely. And he was just phenomenal, because imagine all these people who had these great careers, making a lot of difference in the world and making a lot of money at the same time. All at once, everything is just shut down completely. It's like their career, as they knew it before, ceased to exist because of COVID. And this leader stepped in and blazed a path for the others to follow.
I know when I stepped in as president of our chapter, it felt like I was taking the helm of the Titanic after it had hit the iceberg. And it was like, what are we supposed to do now? So it was so great to have a leader like that. Be that leader. Be that person that people can look to. Be that person that can be calm during the difficulties and the storm, and that can have that trust and build that relationship so that you are influential as a leader. It will show up in your confidence, and it will show up in your leadership. You want to execute with confidence. One of the best attributes of a good leader is to be a good listener. So if you have not heard anything else we said today, be calm and be a good listener, and your confidence will grow. Believe it or not, it will happen. Thanks for being here with us. We love to inspire, impact, and influence others, leaders, teams, even individuals. We love to be able to help them to adapt, grow, and thrive. And we would love for you to be able to do that. We want to share with you our free gift. So go to our website, allthingspossible.biz, and you can find it in the description below. You can get the free peer guide. We have created the peer guide PEER is an acronym for Productive, Intentional, Effective Resilience, and we would love to share that guide with you. There's a lot of content, a lot of information on that. We have been working with organizations and individuals for years, and we've taken the best of the best and the things that they ask us to do the most and combined them all together to create this PEER guide. We want you to have that. So go to our website and get yours now. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.